Tonight, Trump's tariff talk takes a turn. Will he tank the economy to tease territories? Plus, the State of the Union is, well...
This is not what we should be doing. I don't even know why we fighting with Greenland. Why we fighting with Greenland? We fighting with Canada. We fighting with Mexico. Yet we in love with Putin. What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the fuck up.
And which thing will kill us and what will we eat at the funeral? A whole segment on death that puts the ree into Grim Reaper. This is the Fenix News Report. In our top story tonight, it has been a terrific week for people who love watching the value of their 401k swerve all over the place like a drunk uncle. The stock market got a little sad when Trump decided that those tariffs he said he was going to do and then didn't do were now going to get dude for real.
Now, after Mexico, China, and Canada said, "I see your tariff, and I raise you a tariff right back," Trump started walking back that promise, but not till the stock market had erased all the gains it had gotten in the post-election Trump bump. And no, Don Jr., that was not an invitation. I know you get excited when you hear about Trump bumps. No.
Trump talked a big game on tariffs in his presidential address Tuesday night, saying this.
Tariffs are not just about protecting American jobs. They're about protecting the soul of our country. Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again, and it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that.
Yeah, that little disturbance he mentioned was every financial advisor's secretary hiding under their desk because the phone wouldn't stop ringing. Luckily, that little disturbance got Trump to take the advice of some of the few air traffic controllers that we have left.
Pull up, God damn it, pull up!
So if tariffs are here to make America rich, then does that mean we're not making America rich after all?
Now, it's a lot to take in. Speaking of Trump's address to the nation, tragedy struck as our president, the wad of soiled paper currently clogging America's U-bend, dragged the country through an historically long speech. And by the time he finished, 7 fact-checkers had sadly lost their lives, and 3,500 more federal workers had lost their jobs.
Now, Elon Musk made sure to be seen in the audience before the speech with Melania Trump's most expendable body double. Then he slipped away backstage, up into the rafters, where he could manipulate the complicated series of strings and levers he uses to operate the Donald Trump marionette.
Now, during Trump's speech, Democrats had a number of protests. One representative held a sign saying, "This is not normal," which was helpfully ripped out of her hands and thrown away by a Republican, because they're the party of free speech, remember? Then Representative Al Green was removed for heckling the president.
Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Several lawmakers left in the middle of the speech, and some Democrats even did the worst, most disruptive thing that you could possibly do at this address.
I'll give you a copy. Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you.
Oh no, not that. They wore pink. And I think all of us who are worried about the future of the Republic can breathe a big sigh of relief knowing that Democrats are here to save us by coordinating their outfits in the group chat.
Lost in the pomp and bluster of the State of the Union address was the most recent action of Doge. The Muskrats managed to make the Bill of Rights far more efficient and less wasteful by getting rid of all that wording and changing the name to the Bill for Rights, making personal freedoms a more a la carte offering, which includes an automatic 25% gratuity.
They're also lending a hand to other countries who are struggling to find talented job candidates. That's right, it looks like China and Russia are trying to recruit all the people that Doge has been firing. Our enemies, hiring pissed off people with a deep knowledge of the inner workings of our government. How could that ever possibly backfire?
But don't worry, if you lose your job, you can retire. For a few months, and then you got to get back at it because according to Martin O'Malley, the former commissioner of the Social Security Administration under Biden, he is warning that Doge could cause the collapse of the Social Security system within the next 90 days. You know what? Go ahead and retire. They'll give you a gold watch, and then you can sell it to buy 3 whole eggs. We elected Trump to fix the economy, and boy, is it working! Great job, America!
The fallout is continuing from Trump and Zelensky's disastrous meeting. Trump paused all aid to Ukraine, including intelligence sharing. But here's what you need to understand. You see, Russia didn't start this war. Ukraine started the war by invading itself because it's actually part of Russia. There is no Ukraine, just Russia. So Russia could only have invaded Russia, which isn't an invasion at all. It's like when I stick my finger inside my own butthole. I mean, yes, the cat gives me a funny look, but it's not an invasion.
What an extremely rich metaphor. Thank you, Austin. Now, Austin, let me hit you with a few things and you tell me if you think they're related.
All right.
The Treasury Department has stopped worrying about the misuse of shell companies. The U.S. is about to drop a bunch of Russian sanctions. Cyber defense against Russia has been stopped. Plans are in the works that would allow Russian oligarchs to buy U.S. citizenship for $5 million. The U.S. now opposes Ukrainian membership in the UN. Trump froze a law banning the bribing of foreign officials, and Russia has stated that the new U.S. foreign policy largely coincides with the Russian vision. You think all those things might be somehow related?
Well, if you voted Republican, then you probably think it means that the price of eggs should start coming down any second now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's been a big week for little critters. Let's discuss in our new segment, Mice News. First up, are we paying our hard-earned taxpayer dollars towards sex changes for mice?
$8 million for making mice transgender.
That is outrageous.
Well, luckily, it's not true.
Okay, that's good. That's good because I was just about to go on a long rant about what we should be spending taxpayer money on instead.
Oh, okay. And what do you think that is?
Helping young entrepreneurs get their businesses off the ground.
Yeah, okay. I'm in favor of that.
Like my business selling feet pics.
There it is. In other mice news, scientists have genetically engineered mice that have the same long hair as a woolly mammoth, which they say is a first step in bringing the mammoth back from extinction. Which leads us to our next segment, Point Counterpointless.
Now, Andrea, I have to wonder, what in the Sam Hill is science doing here? We got measles, we got climate change. Why in tarnation are they spending their time on making these freakishly furry mice? Dagnabbit!
First of all, are you prospecting for gold later? And secondly, you are forgetting something very important. They're cute! They're so fluffy and floofy!
But they have no value to society. We simply do not need a fluffier mouse when science has so many other problems to solve. New rule! No one makes a new mouse until you fix cancer.
I hear what you are saying, and I respect your opinion. However, the little mouse is so cute. It's a little fluffy mouse. It's a little fluffy baby mouse. It's so soft. It's so soft. It's so soft and fluffy. Don't you want to pet the mouse?
I mean, you do have a point there. Right. And this has been Point Counterpointless. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, faced with a rapidly expanding measles outbreak, a presumably still a thing invasion by Mexico, vast overflowing oceans of fentanyl, terrorist drug cartels, and a crippling lack of the Ten Commandments in public schools, has taken the bull by the marketing department and brought a resolution to officially change the name of New York strip steaks to Texas Strip. If we're not careful, he's going to pump out a really cute mouse soon.
At this year's Oscars, lots of awards were given to Anora, a film I learned about while watching the Oscars, and Amelia Perez, which won 4 awards, barely missing a 5th in Most Offensive to Carla Sofia Gascon's Twitter account. Amelia Perez also won Best Original Song, and composers Clément Ducol and Camille celebrated by launching into impromptu singing on stage in a scene that can only be described as Familia, Emilia. A harder watch than Amelia Perez.
Now this is a comedy show, so let's talk about death! It's our new segment, Pondering Our Own Demise.
Noted legal advocate and nothing else, Casey Anthony joined TikTok recently following a successful career as child butcher. Somehow still a better parent than Elon Musk, Miss Anthony hopes to bury the past, preferably in her backyard.
Hey Andrea, how much do you love food?
Well, food is great. I have it every day.
Okay, but do you like food or do you love food?
I mean, some foods I love. Why are you asking me this?
Would you eat at a funeral home?
Why would I be eating at a funeral home?
Would you pretend to be grieving to get food?
No, obviously I would not do that. That is crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, you're just not the foodie I thought you were. Because a funeral home in China is suddenly famous among foodies after a post about their noodles went viral. People started pretending to be mourners just to try the famous noodles. The funeral home has since made accommodations for this new clientele, who have given the food 4 stars, calling it sublime, heavenly, and to die for. The ambiance, however, is not as well reviewed.
And speaking of things that could kill you, the Florida Man Games have returned as various Florida men and Florida women compete to become the world's worst superhero. Events like the beer belly sumo wrestling and the evading arrest obstacle course have returned, along with new events like hurricane party prep, grocery aisle brawl, and human beer pong. I don't even want to know what that one is. Waffle House has taken notice and is reportedly coming up with their own version of the games. But if you don't want to tear apart your fellow man limb from limb, why not let an asteroid do the work for you? Because NASA found a bus-sized, world-ending asteroid approaching Earth. As Bruce Willis is currently suffering from dementia, I think that we should call Ben Affleck and Steve Buscemi to set up a drill team and go get that mofo. Okay, what is happening here? Why do you have an umbrella?
I am just taking some precautions for the asteroid.
Do you really think that an umbrella can save you from the impact of an asteroid that big? This could be the kind of asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. Is this how you want to go out?
All right, look, if I had to die, I would rather be a fossil holding up an umbrella to show that I tried to save myself. I don't want to be like that guy at Pompeii who was like spanking it when Vesuvius went off. I have a reputation to uphold. And finally tonight, let's wrap up with some hope. We have great news this week. As you recall, last week we expertly skewered RFK Jr.'s ass-backwards vaccine bullcrap, and because of our hard work, Jr. has damn near done a 180 on the measles vaccine. High five. He did an op-ed on Fox News titled MMR Vaccine is Crucial to Avoiding Potentially Deadly Diseases. We've done it again, folks. You're welcome.
Hey, here's a fun video to lighten up your miserable existence. It's a Cybertruck getting booed at Mardi Gras.
Oh, Lord. Did you see that? All the boos? Oh, sending anything related to Musk getting booed makes me feel so good. I think this is my new kink. Yeah.
Down to it. Down to it. Down. Also, Trump decided that maybe firing a whole bunch of people wasn't a good idea, so he's walking that back. And the Supreme Court told him he had to unfreeze a bunch of life-saving foreign aid. Yay for people not dying.
Oh, yeah, people not dying. That's a good one, too. Oh, I love that. That one's good.
Down. That wraps up this week's episode. Keep flying, y'all. Love you.
Bye. Wow. I mean, good episode, and I really am serious. That's hot shit about RFK Jr. And
yeah, we did a good job there.
I am proud of the work we... Yes! You have cats, right?
I do, yes, two. Philo and Nico.
Oh,
they are both adorable. They're very different.
Are they well behaved?
No, they are not.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah. We're working on it.
Seems like. I mean, your reflexes are good.
Yeah, thank you. I do have lightning fast reflexes. Some might say cat-like. All right, you gonna clean those glasses off?
Gonna try.
All right, cool.
How those look better?
Yeah, that's better. Those look like you could see through those pretty much. Yeah,
I mean that's hot. Yeah, that's real hot. That's
all right. Calm down. Calm down.